Okay guys, this was our very large abscess. It was almost like we called them the milkshake abscess, maybe because it had a kind of a shake consistency. And this is 48 hours later, and we're going to see how much reduction we have. We had a lot of padding that it doesn't look like she went through, which is good. The sticky stayed on pretty well. Sorry, that's the worst part probably, is taking the sticky off here. Okay, that's good. A little bit of drainage, but not too bad. Perfect. We're probably going to get some fluid that comes out as I pull this out here. I can already see. There we go. Yeah, that's why we put that down. Because this was a very juicy. It's going from yellow to brown now, though, which is good. So you are definitely producing a lot of purulent discharge in here. So that antibiotic is going to be very important. There we go. Doing okay?
Yeah.
Good. There we go. We're going to push a little bit more out for her too.
I'm gonna get my gauze too.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm just going to push out into this gauze here. And we had a lot of packing in there. You can see the bump going down right now. And it's not, I'm not surprised at how much fluid you have here from what we had before. You had quite a bit. We're going to put a big, huge bandage on again, because you're just producing fluid. Not too painful there?
No.
Good. Yeah, but that change in color is what we want to see. It doesn't look like pus anymore. It's kind of almost like serous fluid here now, which is more almost like a yellowish brown as that antibiotic takes hold here in the next 2 weeks. And we're going to get our culture back and see what type of possible bacteria you might have in there. So that's good. Yeah, it's just a little bit of fluid in there, bottom of the pocket there. Not too painful?
No.
Good. I still haven't yet seen a whole lot of cyst particles here. So if it was a cyst, it possibly wasn't that big. But now when we put a pressure bandage on, it's going to push down on the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be good. Yeah, there's not much left in there. Come from the bottom and the top here. It's quite a spot there, though. It's quite an indentation you can see. And there's a chance when you're producing this much, it may try to fill again. So we got a good 1 centimeter. That should drain as it heals for the next week. So you're going to get drainage. We're going to put on a bandage. I'd keep the new one on for 48 hours. Okay. And then you can take it off, and it's just going to be gauze under a big Band-Aid.
Okay.
And that's all you need. And I'm going to see you kind of quick, though, because of your ability to make a lot of fluid here. Maybe I'll see you 1 week, and then each week for the next like 2 to 3 weeks until we get that to close. But that's all the fluid in there. I don't see any others. And she's not real tender underneath either. So that's good. Perfect. And you can see all the discharge we got down here quite a bit. If we come down, you can see there. So she's still making fluid that first 48 hours, and the amount that she had to begin with, totally expected. And then now we're going to put a pressure bandage on here, and we'll see her again in just 1 week. Okay, good. Her redness has gone way down. That's just kind of turned into brown already. Nice and soft. I don't feel anything in there. So that's all the fluid we can get out today. Some people would pack that again. I'm not going to pack it again. The pressure should close the pocket, because sometimes when we have that packing in there, it kind of pushes it out and makes it a pocket. I want to press down on that pocket as it heals this time. So that's good. Thanks for popping by. That's it, and we'll see her in a week. Okay, guys, this is 8 days post our IND on that large, I think we call it the milkshake abscess. That was all the way out to here and kind of this far off the skin. Now you can see she drained for a couple days, and now that little seam has, I'll put my light on so we can see a little. Is that too bright or not bad? Good. You can see that little cut, that seam has come together and closed, and she does have a little bit of fluid buildup, but that's normal, usually serous fluid that's filling up that pocket. That's kind of how we heal, and she should absorb that over the next 2 to 3 weeks. So she's looking good. All of that, a lot of that redness is starting to go down, and the inflammation. She doesn't have any tenderness really if we push on it. What we watch for is if she starts filling again. So if in a week or two this is getting bigger and not smaller, then sometimes we need to do another small I&D. On some big ones, I've had to do that a couple times where the body just kind of keeps filling it. And we drain it a couple times and then it just dries up. But the antibiotic should help with that. We didn't really culture out any significant bacteria, surprisingly enough. So this was likely just some type of reaction to a skin flora that could have been in there, because they did find some skin flora, which is normal. But yeah, looks good today. This is only 8 days post. So this is barely a week after, and it's, 85% better, I would say. So we'll see her back in 2 weeks. It should keep healing, and we'll go from there. And thanks to her for sharing as well. Okay, guys, this is our large abscess that we had. It was the one that was kind of out 2 or 3 inches almost. And we're 3 weeks out now. She's still regressing, but there's still a fluid, just a little bit of a fluid pocket in there. Instead of waiting, 3 or 4 months for her to reabsorb that, we're going to just numb her right at the bottom here and do a little poke and see if we can get some of that fluid out. And then kind of go from there. And that should help this kind of heal up and dry up a little bit quicker, getting that out of there. So we'll do a little shot to number, and then we'll get that out for her today. That's good. Just where we're going to be cutting a little bit. Your sister must be like, where's the video?
Yeah, she's like super anxious.
Oh, it's coming. It is coming. Okay, guys, so we got her numb here. We see this little fluid pocket. We're going to do a little poke towards the bottom, right into that pocket. No pain there?
No.
Good. I don't think we're going to get like a ton, but we'll see. Yeah, serous fluid. There you can see, that's a good example. Clear yellow, that's what we want to see. That is serous fluid. That's what the body does to when we have a pocket there as it's healing. So a little bit, I know it was kind of like what looked like pus before. This could shoot out, so I'm going to cover that just a little. Good. Yeah, there's not a ton in there. Kind of feels kind of almost spongy, which could be she's just kind of healing there. You can have some lobulation in there where there's little pockets sometimes, but I'm pushing from all different angles here and we're not getting much, just mostly serous fluid. There's a little pocket there. You doing okay pain-wise?
Mm-hmm.
Good. So I like to see that clear. That's good. That's what we should see. There's a pocket there. There we go. And if there was a cyst in there, it's highly likely it may try and reform, over the next year or two. We just kind of watch this closely. You had quite an exaggerated response there of inflammation. There, kind of go each different way here. Do you drink a lot of water every day? Not a ton?
No.
Not like a gallon you carry around or anything?
Mm-mm.
I have had some people in the past that have had cysts and they drink a lot of water and they really have a lot of serous fluid they make.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Very well hydrated. That's good. Good. Getting a little blood now. So that's gone down quite a bit. There's just a little bit of scar tissue in the middle there we can still feel, but that pocket feels emptied. Very interesting cyst abscess or inflamed cyst here. So we'll let you heal now for like 2 weeks with this, and then we'll do a 2-week follow-up. And I'm just going to put a little compression bandage on just for today, and then just a little Band-Aid for 2 or 3 days as that little cut heals. We just did a small cut right at the bottom of your scar there. Push up from the bottom, see if we can get... There, it's on that side here. There's a little. And none of that's tender, right? Good. Perfect. So now that's pretty much flat. I like it. Almost a little indent because I know that cavity's still healing in there. That's good. We got, you know, a couple of tablespoons out, so that's okay. That'll just help that dry up quicker and flatten out even faster now. She'll put a bandage on there, and thanks for sharing. Hey guys, MrPopZit here. If you like what you just saw, make sure to pop all the buttons. See you soon.